First, you need to know what your goal is. Most people walk around with no goals, no ambition. They don't know where they're going. It's like a ship with no destination. If you don't know where you're going, you'll never get there. Once you know where you want to go, then you direct your time, your energy, and your attention to what? To the execution and the achievement of that goal. I think you need to embrace pain. I think you need to learn through pain. I think you need to embrace beauty, and I think you need to embrace the good things and not shy away, because people don't understand that entrepreneurship, a lot of it is suffering. Because what are you doing? You're earning your way to the top. You have to earn your freedom. You have to earn your success. You have to earn your stripes. And I think that there's pain that needs to be inflicted in order for you to earn those things. But when you look at the process, that's the prize. And the truth is, the price of progress is pain. The price of progress is pain. Most people do not want to experience pain. They like comfort. So if you want progress, you must be willing to, in the process, experience pain so that you may achieve your goal. What does success sound like to you? Not what success means to me, not what success means to your parents, to your friends, to the system. What does success sound like to you? What is your symphony of success? When you hear successful, living a successful life, what comes to mind? What is your symphony of success? It really depends on the individual. That's why there's no one spectrum of success. There isn't one number to achieve that defines success. So you have your own dreams, you have your own ambitions, you have your own symphony of success. You need to find that. And how do you find it? From deprogramming from the bullshit that everybody else has told you of what it means to be successful. Problem is, most people don't trust themselves. And the reason they don't trust themselves is because they are in auto self-sabotage mode 24/7. Everything that they do, they're sabotaging themselves. No wonder you can't trust yourself. No wonder you don't have any courage. No wonder you think you're going to fail. Is because your mind is literally telling you, dude, I can't trust you. I can't trust you. So you need to start on the small wins. Start focusing on the small wins. Get groomed. Clean your room. Start hanging out with good people. Read a chapter in a book and say, I'm going to read a chapter, and you sit down and you read it, right? I'm going to read this news article, and you sit down and you read it. I'm going to eat good food and not bad food, and you do it, and you start building trust with yourself. Trust, reputation, rapport. And then you realize, wow, I can actually do anything that I want because I trust myself to do it. Broke people and successful people are both self-made, but only the rich and successful will admit it. They're the only ones that will admit it. The person that's broke, that's struggling, it's hard for them to admit that they are there because of the way that they think. But they are there because of the way that they think. Not only that, but it's also understanding that you can't solve the problems in your life with the same information that caused the problems in the first place. Yeah. You need new information. So you need to become a new person. I was addicted to getting fucking mentally strong. And not just physically strong, not just hustling, but mentally strong. Because the Bible says it, as a man thinketh, so is he. So what you think about yourself becomes the reality of who you are. So what you put in here is going to manifest itself through your life. So I've realized I just need to insert so much good stuff here that it will naturally be a byproduct of what I spit out. And it worked. You need to understand, like, everything in life and initially feels like bad reinforcement. You start going to the gym, you feel weak in order to become strong. You go to the library, you read, you don't understand, you feel stupid in order to become smart. The process of discomfort is inevitable. You have to go through it. Most people have that initial feeling, that initial lack of self-belief, because they don't understand that they have to be humbled first in every aspect in order to grow. So you go to the gym, you feel like shit, that's a good thing. It just shows you that you need to improve. If you want to level up in life, you need to focus on reducing liabilities and increasing your odds of winning. Good habits, good relationships, positive mindset, positive affirmations, things that elevate your consciousness and your mindset. And treat yourself with kindness, grace, and respect, because it's the first time that you're experiencing this game. Once you treat yourself that way and you understand that failure isn't a bad thing, failure is just an inevitable part of the process, you just continue attempting, and through those attempts, you become a master of life.
All you have to do is change your mindset and be like, hey, you know what? Instead of looking at the situation negatively, you may look at it positively. Well, how do I do it? I don't know. Lie to yourself until you believe it, just like you lied to yourself about the negative shit. But once you understand that you can't solve the problems in your life with the same mindset and the same information that gave you the problems in the first place, then you understand that you need a renewed mind and you need new information in order to behave differently. Is make it so easy to win that it becomes difficult to lose. If you're struggling with your diet, why the fuck would you have cake in your house? You're setting yourself up for loss. If you have debt, why do you have a credit card? Make it so easy to win that it becomes impossible to lose. Just make it easy for yourself. Position yourself. If you have cigarette addiction, why do you have a pack of cigarettes in your car?
Don't hang out with people that smoke.
It makes no sense. You need to position yourself. Make it easy. Positioning. Positioning is key. The reason we are where we are today is because we understand how to position ourselves.
Everything originates in the mind. You know, the idea is what inspires the opportunity for you to get up and pursue a business. The inspiration that you observe and you think about, and when you observe an athlete win, and that inspires you to endeavor and work hard and become an athlete yourself. Everything originates in the mind. That's why the system is after your mind. You know, from the moment you're born, they start indoctrinating you with the school system. They indoctrinate you with, you know, what's important, what's not important. They attribute your self-worth and your value to what you have to give to the system as opposed to who you are as an individual. So when I begin to evaluate kind of the entirety of how society works, most people don't focus on their mindset. Most people are focused on exterior factors. They think that everything that happens to them is by chance. And they don't realize that a lot of the things that happen to them are things that they attract. Because you attract the things that you are, and you are what you do, and you do what you think about. So it's all a cyclical loop. Most people don't understand the power of the mind. That's why they haven't tapped into the power of the mind. And the power of the mind is one very simple thing: the ability to direct your attention towards a specific given objective, and then to have the willpower to pursue it. Most people, obviously, don't know where they're going because they never have a goal. You need to have a clear goal. If you don't have a goal, you don't know where you're gonna go in life. If I ask you today, what's your financial goal for this year, for the next 5 years, for the next 10 years? Would you be able to answer? Would you be able to say, yeah, this is my goal? And I'm not talking about how many millions of dollars you want to have. I'm talking about the positioning. What type of business are you going to have that's going to generate cash flow? What type of investments do you want to have? You need to be able to be very specific about the life that you want, about who you want to become. Mindset, your ability to develop thoughts, is extremely important because your thoughts dictate and create your reality. Thoughts lead to actions, actions lead to behaviors, and behavior leads to lifestyle.
And that's the thing, is like, if you're not motivated, it's for a few reasons. Either you don't like what you're doing, either you don't understand the mission as to why you're doing something. Dude, if your family's starving, if you have to feed your kids,
You'll work hard.
dude, you'll get shit done. Most of you guys are comfortable.
Yeah, they don't want it enough.
Soft. They don't want it. You don't want it, dude. If you want it, you get up and do it. You do the things that you want to do. You put time into the things that you want to put time into.
Committed to my goals. I can't cheat myself, bro. I'm done with the bullshit. I'm done with the self-sabotage. I'm here to win, not win against the world. I'm trying to beat myself. I beat myself every day. Conquer, conquer, conquer. Because if you can conquer yourself, you can conquer anyone. Because you're the most difficult enemy you will ever face. If you can conquer self, dude, you can build a multi-billion empire from the ground up. If you can literally commit to developing yourself full time, dude, you can build an empire. What is holding you back? Nothing. Yourself, myself. So we gotta commit and stop like all this. What tactics? Commit, dude. Commit. Get it done. Get it done. If I can do the 1,400 texts with tens of millions of dollars in the bank account, what is holding you back, mother? Broke. Like, all you have to do is show up and commit, and then you refine the strategy. But don't focus on strategy until you're putting in the hours.
You can't cheat it. You can't cheat it. Like, you could cheat your way through school, you could cheat your way through lying to your parents, you could cheat, but it's like fighting, it's like the gym. You got to show up. And if you don't show up, the moment that you have to prove yourself, you fall. So if you want to be a real entrepreneur, go actually start a business. Go work for somebody. Go be a number 2, go be a number 3 in a company. Figure out the basics of accounting. Like the simple shit.
How you do the little things is how you do everything. They want fast results. Easy come, easy go. Easy come, easy go. Instant gratification, fast gratification. That's what they want. And that's what you'll get. Microwave results. I'm slow cooking. Dude, where are you going in a rush? To the grave? Like that's the end goal. You end up at the grave. Me, every single day I show up. Slow cooking, slow roasting, my success. And in due time, when I deserve it, my life will manifest that I've actually earned it. I'm not here to microwave nothing, dude. I'm taking my day every single day, enjoying my process of developing myself. And ultimately, dude, I'm gonna win. But just because it's hard doesn't mean it's bad. I prefer doing hard things that are gonna push me to the next level than doing hard things because I'm poor or doing hard things because I'm unhealthy. I wanna do hard things that are gonna push me to elevate, to become the man that I know I can be, the entrepreneur that I know that I can be, the boss that I know that I can be. And I think that we can encourage people with that, dude. And I hope this was of super value to people. You gotta rewatch it. Like it's like going to school and assuming that you're gonna read one piece of information once and digest it. No, you gotta reread it, sit down, analyze, meditate, think, strategize, reread it, figure it out, re-strategize it, write it down, make it your own, internalize it. And when you internalize it, now you have a strategy. You can't memorize this. You can't cheat your way to the top. You gotta put in the hours, 365 days a year. If you committed the next 365 days of your life to the persistent pursuit of your potential and you were grinding 24/7 and you didn't cheat yourself, imagine what you would become. You would become a ruthless killer. You would become such a G that nobody would say, nah, this person ain't doing it. You'd be undeniable. 365 days. If you committed to that, you would win.